What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? What's up, Shadaro?
What's up, Jeffrey Jordan? And what's up, Rumble?
No Rumble. All
How are
right,
you?
so we got the latest. I'm good. I'm good. You know, making it by and by, long day of work, but we here now.
We are.
What's new with you?
Nothing new. I had a slightly long day as well. Had a lot going on, but I ended up taking a nap so I could make sure that we was here. I was wide awake for Perry necessary. I went and made myself a little bit of coffee. Found out I put too much stevia in there, so this is a bust. I won't drink much of that at all because it's way too damn sweet. But it's all right.
That's what's up. Coffee's gross, by the way. But
No, coffee is the best.
yeah.
Coffee is proof that there is a such thing as God. When coffee, once I found out coffee, that's when I solidified my belief in God.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No comment on that one. We watching the latest episode of Sistas. Can't
Yeah, we
wait to
finally about to
see
be
it.
caught up.
I'm surprised that we caught up, but it's like we never get caught up on stuff. So
Well,
yeah.
listen, we about to get right back behind again, I'm sure. But because we're coming up on the well, yeah, this was this week, so we can get another one in next week. Season 8, episode 18, War to Roses. War to Roses. Okay. I think that's going to symbolize Maurice and his newfound friend, War to Roses. Did you see the movie War
Oh,
of the
okay.
Roses?
No, what it's about?
It's about two couples that were in love, and then they ended up getting married, and then all hell broke loose, and it's called War of the Roses. The last name was Rose, and man, that was like the worst divorce ever. It was funny, but they hated each other. I mean, they did. It was the messiest divorce in the history of TV. It was horrible the way they fell out. And so I guess this is basically saying the reverse has taken place.
All right, let's check it out.
All right, everybody, here we go.
Previously on Sisters.
So you can take your pennies and your hate to another bank.
What's going on here? His girlfriend attacked me.
He's done being a supporting player in this movie.
Is that why you wanted to kill him?
Hayden. Maybe he can help. Should we go say hi?
Here?
I bet.
Guess we all the same idea for lunch.
Jordan,
Pause it.
what are you doing?
The thing with Andy, even though she's gonna say she doesn't care, whatever, you know what that look means. That stance, that look as if I busted you in something when there's nothing really there.
There's
Like
nothing
Andy,
to
get off
bust.
your freaking high horse. There's nothing to buzz. Get off your high horse, princess. Like I don't know who told why they hype Andy up to be this glamorous Barbie doll when she's just a low class cabbage patch. She is. She is a cabbage patch discount. She get on my nerves. This is ridiculous.
There
That's
is
all I had
nothing
to
to
say.
bust there, like you said, but she made it seem like she was making a bust. But Andy would be the person in that exact same situation if it were, if she were not in the Andy role. She would be in that same situation, flirting with somebody or falling for somebody or trying to manipulate.
Hmm.
Hell, she already was in a situation with him with the menage a trois. So that's one thing that she did that crosses an ethical line. She was we met her having carrying on with a married man, and she's had other flings throughout. Andy is in no moral position to judge anybody else on things having to do with morality. She's just not in a position to do it or
Exactly.
professionalism.
The and the fact that Jordan is a simp, but the fact that he's standing next to her, he should see the look on her face and be like, "Well, what you mad about?
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
what you up, right? Like, or what? I'll be kind of looking at her reaction, like, well,
Like, what
why
the
are
hell
you
we
so
doing here?
steamed?
Yeah.
Like, what? Let me. Well, why you upset, sis? Hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
You sure?
Look, Andy, both men have their eyes on you, just the way you like it.
Penelope, for the last time,
You
I
know
will
what?
not
Why
do.
don't you two join us?
You know what?
I just had so that is a very weird situation. They are, um, if you are Jordan, you're standing there looking at Andy like both of us have had this woman, right? And if you are Andy, you're standing there saying, "Well, I've had this man. Has she?" Like it's just such a weird thing.
Mhm.
Like from both
Mhm.
from every perspective. There's too much going on in this scene. Too much
Too
potential
much.
going on.
Too much.
Drop you off at your brother's house?
Aren't you the perfect gentleman? Just handsome, manners.
I'll get the car.
You and I? We will talk about this at home.
Pause it one more time. For one, I just want to say, what was the point of inviting them to sit down just to get up and leave?
Yeah.
Secondly, it was delicious how Robin executed that because I think he was calculated, a slap in the face because he even offered to take Penelope home and drop her off because if it was like why wouldn't Penelope get a ride home with her brother? Duh, because he just wants to piss he just he really wants to piss Andy off. That's what I think, Robin. He kind of did it in a subtle way. I'll drop you off, get a ride home with me, invite you to sit down just to get up and leave.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yep,
Now
I loved it.
basically they're starting fresh at a dirty table.
Hmm.
They could have just got their own.
Yeah,
Is that the only place to eat in that town?
I think that's what's in budget. You got to get
Yeah.
a whole new set. You know,
Let's see what's on the menu today. Definitely not a beet salad.
You are unbelievable.
What?
You can't go 5 seconds without another guy pining over you, can you, Andy?
What are you talking about?
I have eyes, Andy. I saw the color literally fall from your face when you saw my sister and Robin together. You want to tell me what that's about?
Okay, look, I'll try to do some damage control, okay?
pause it.
Miss Brown.
He is still trying to cover for this woman to the very end. Here's the reason why people in management should not be talking to their subordinates. You know, he just acts like he's new at the role when he's clearly supposed to be a seasoned veteran at this job, at this position. But all of a sudden, he's acting like a goofy teenager who's never had a woman before. It just doesn't make any sense.
Do
It makes
you
zero sense.
do you completely endorse the concept like of enforcing the rule of no fraternizing among coworkers? And like what should happen if coworkers start dating? Should one of them be fired? I'm not asking a sarcastic
No,
question.
no,
I don't know
no,
the
it's a transfer. They should not be. You should not be their direct supervisor. Nobody needs to be fired. But if that's a clear policy, just be transparent. Say, listen, I would like to transfer to another department. Hopefully, it's that easy, and you don't have to go to another airport. And airports are huge. I mean, and if you're a Danny, her position comes a dime a dozen. Like you can transfer. And it would have been that simple. But the point is, she's getting a free ride because she's dating the boss. And that's why a lot of that stuff, I mean, you already know. That's why those policies are in place so you don't get that favoritism, you know?
is it normally in place
It's
among
going
peers or is it normally an employee, like a hierarchy type of a thing? If you're a direct supervisor,
Yeah, okay, definitely, definitely. If you are a supervisor, now if you just have two people, same position, dating, or in the same household, that's still a no go. Want to know why?
hmm. Yes.
Okay, I'm because I've been bitten. I've been shot myself in the foot before. Like, say if you got five people that live in the same house and they're related, somebody die in the family, they all need to get off, right? Not one of them. If mama died, all of them need to go. And that is a sad situation, but you are screwed if you got five people working at your location and they all live together. If if a car breaks down, their house gets sets on fire, they are all screwed over. So you want to break that up. You don't want all of these people together. If they have personal problems, they're all gonna, not get along. So you want to keep that separate, especially if somebody's the manager and one is not a manager. Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
What you mean? What better way to get answers than to fight answers out of people? Like, together. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
As much as that would excite me normally, did you forget I'm carrying precious cargo? Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My little baby. So we gonna
Pause it
talk.
for a second.
We're going to talk.
Fatima's been pregnant all of 3 freaking seconds. Now she's gonna pull that card, so that's what we're gonna start hearing. I'm with child now. I got precious cargo. I can't be walking. I can't be doing this.
No, she didn't
I
say
can't be
none of
stressed out. No,
fighting.
no, she didn't say that, but I'm saying, is that going to be her new stick
No,
now?
no, it's
That's going to be
not.
her new niche.
No, it's
I'm with
not. You're
child.
reaching for
You
some
don't think
reason.
so?
No, I don't. I
She
don't.
just, she just pulled it for left. She just pulled it right now, so I know what's coming. I know what's coming.
You're reaching for no
I'm,
reason, and it's
I'm
disrespectful.
just, I think it's a little too soon to be saying I can't be doing this. I can't be doing that. That's what I think.
It's terrible.
All right.
Oh, babe. We gonna talk, okay? Did you feel that, by the way? Did you feel that? Hey.
I felt something.
Was was that a kick? No, that wasn't a kick.
It's definitely too soon, yeah. And besides, I'm not even showing.
So what was that? Was that gas? Come on, Fatima, my mouth was open.
It was the tacos.
Come on.
Saying, sorry.
Pause it.
Don't act like
This nasty trollop, disgusting, nasty ass,
What?
nasty ass
She had
freaking.
tacos, dude.
He thought it was a baby bump. It's her freaking gut hanging. That's what he was sucking. And make no mistake, Karen never did no bullshit like that. Let's get it right. Karen never did no mess like that.
I don't recall Karen doing
Gross.
that. That is correct.
Gross. Gross. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, she had tacos. Things happens when you have tacos.
Oh my goodness. All right. I'm just saying. I guess it's
thank you. Yes.
She's a lady. Why you got that look on you? Why do you have that look on your face? Why do you have to? Why can't you just enjoy the show? What is up with the look?
I didn't say anything for one. I'm imagining normalizing this. I'm pretty sure it's lingering in the air. I'm like, I'm just saying, I have a problem with that.
Tell me how we gonna talk. 'Cause, 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 I mean, do you only want to get back together with me because Zach is now building a life with Fatima?
Okay, you know what, Aaron? My feeling.
Let me say something about that, because that's a real concern. But as I have grown in life, I don't necessarily know that it's a valid question, but I don't necessarily know that it's something that is so bad. Like, let's say somebody is in love with somebody else. That person
Hmm.
is now moved on and building a life with somebody else. Whatever it took to break the hole that they had could possibly allow that person who's now back in their right mind, because Karen has not been in her right mind, to be able to reevaluate what's around her and appreciate other things a little bit more. So it could be, both things could be true. She really could be able to move on because she sees so clearly that Zach has moved on and is building a life. And that doesn't mean that she's now using Aaron. She might actually be able to see Aaron a little bit better because she's no longer distracted. What do you think about that?
Even if what you say is true about nobody wants to be runner up. Um,
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
sorry. Nobody wants to be a consolation prize, no matter how you spin it, no matter how you make dress it up. If the situation of the scenario is as you say, Karen no longer there. Uh, Karen no longer sees an option. Zach is no longer an option. So I'm going to give myself to Aaron. That doesn't make me feel good. She's not going to say that, but if that's the case, that
Well,
is
that is a true runner-up situation. The situation,
it is.
and that's messed up. And that's probably the case most of the time. What I'm saying though is it could be the case of not, well, since Zach's not available, I'm gonna go with Aaron. That might not be the thought process. The thought process is Zach's not available. Holy crap! Let me disconnect. Oh crap! I've disconnected. Let me look around. Oh, I really do like this. Like, now you're of a different mindset to make a different decision. And you're not necessarily saying, well, since Zach's not available, I'll take him, because that implies if Zach became available, you're gone and I'm headed back over here. Or I have to think about it. My point is, she really could have disconnected fully based off of the fact that Zach has disconnected, and this could be a genuine thing now because she's back in her right mind and able to look at options and saying, "Oh, I've been pushing Aaron off. I actually do like this dude."
Yeah,
But you're right. No, nobody wants to feel like they're playing second fiddle to somebody else.
you're right, right. And I, it's more possible. Your scenario could be possible in their unique situation because Karen knew Zach first. It's not like she met both of them at the same time and chose Zach first or something like that. You know, it's just a difficult situation. But like I said, nobody wants to be runner up. But I hope Karen is going to be with Aaron for the right reasons. You know, I hope we see this relationship flourish. I know it has to get messy for TV, but I want to see more Aaron. I want to see his house. I want to see the type of car he drives. I want to see some stuff.
Do
You
you
want to see
want
some
any
stuff?
resolution to his ex-wife, that woman who showed up?
Well,
Do you want resolution to all that?
yes. We want all that because that's going to bring the messiness. You know, everything can't be perfect, but when you get Aaron, he's gonna have some baggage, and if they're smart, they're gonna write that into some new episodes. So now we got Aaron. We're gonna get a deeper dive into him, his alcoholism, or what happened. You know, we're gonna see some of his quirky ways. We want to see all of that.
And so
You know, so
you
that's gonna
like
come
them
on.
as a couple at this point?
I mean, they're not a couple yet, but I want to see.
You like the
I'm
idea
happy
of
to
them as
see.
a couple?
I like the idea of them as a couple, and I'm sure it's not going to be boring because, oh, excuse me, it's not going to be boring because Aaron has some hangups that we don't know about yet.
Mm.
Thank you. And I just wanted to let you know that Maurice and I are going to take our coffee break together today. So See you soon. Excuse me, Paige. Please. Oh, sure.
Pause it.
This is what I told you was gonna happen.
So, well, I know, like I said, this is like really good because I haven't seen this episode at all, so I literally don't know what's going to happen. But Sabrina she's coming off as a CUNT right now. Um, a true boss would see my prayers have been answered.
Yes.
I got a good freaking worker. I got Maurice who's equally kind of good, but I finally got somebody can deal with his shenanigans. It's a ceasefire. This is a beautiful day. It seemed like she was happy when they were at each other's throats.
Yep.
And this doesn't require a freaking sit down conversation. I hope she's not gonna be like, well, what's up with you two? I wouldn't freaking care.
Yep.
If I'm the manager there, I don't care. I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna say, thank you, Jesus. I can get some work done now.
Yep.
But apparently, Sabrina's the type of person who likes the confusion. She likes the confusion.
Yeah.
That's it.
And she's gonna be jealous. I'm telling you, she's gonna be jealous. This is where this is gonna go.
Good gracious.
I usually don't want the details, but how are you and Maurice, the mortal enemies, going out for coffee all of a sudden?
It's nothing really. I just defended him against some cow who was throwing gay slurs at him. So.
You did.
Did you think I was a homophobe too? Damn, I gotta.
I mean, you do give it the energy of make America great again
Oh.
after hours.
Pause it.
Oh.
Pause it. Like I say, we know it's TV. It's Tyler Perry, so you can get away with crap like that. But in real life, you don't say no BS like that. You showing your biasness, your ignorance, Sabrina.
And
You
you're
got to
not talking
welcome
about
everybody.
you're not talking about from a script standpoint of letting America know where the writers of the show are. You're talking about from the standpoint of like doing this in a real work environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say both, both. But she's wrong. She's wrong. You give that vibe of make whatever your beliefs are or how you vote. That has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine having somebody that works for me and I make a comment about their political views because it's none of my freaking business.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
And that's why everybody gets along in a proper work environment. Everybody gets along because you don't talk about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You might got your little cliques that you friends with outside that y'all talk about, but inside the workspace, you don't talk about stuff like that.
Yep, absolutely.
Religion and all that stuff because you don't want to push your religion on anybody. So that's why you don't talk about those things because no one feels uncomfortable. No one has that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sabrina, I am so sorry about all the microaggressions I threw at you when you came back to the branch.
Paige, those weren't microaggressions. Those were loud, aggressive, hurtful, and intentional racist
Pause it.
aggressions.
Pause it. As much as aggravating and annoying as Paige might have been, and she was, are you gonna tell me, Sabrina, that Maurice isn't outlandish, racist in his own way, vile, cruel, but you look past it because that's your friend? Get out of here, Sabrina. Get out of here. No sympathy. No sympathy, because you give Maurice a freaking pass, but not Paige?
It happens.
Hello?
It happened. It is crazy. Maurice doesn't. The things that Maurice does makes him unfit to just be around people. Like any person. in other words, when you meet Maurice, you start out with aggression. If you decide to kiss his ass all the way up to through his large intestine, small intestine, and then go to the liver, if you decide to do
Ugh.
that, then he might start being nice to you. But if you don't do all
Mhm.
those things, he's going to treat you like something that he found on the bottom of his shoe and it was an odd color and he wasn't sure what it is as he scraped it off. That's just the way he treats
Facts.
everybody. It starts there. And if you kiss his ass enough, he might revert back and start being nice. Or if you are a dude that he finds extremely attractive, then he might be nice to you at the beginning too. But those are
Mhm.
the only options. You got to be a dude that he finds overwhelmingly attractive, or you got to kiss his ass to the point that he just stop and deal with all of the stuff that he's throwing at you. You can't respond to any of it. Don't respond. Don't react. Just be called all these names. Be called out your name. Be disrespected in a way that is inhumane. And if you can get past all that, maybe he'll be nice to you. It ain't no microaggression when it comes to Maurice.
Right. And the fact that Sabrina's is acting like she has such hurt feelings. Yeah, Paige said some stuff. Paige said some stuff, but at the same time, Sabrina, you got to get some tough skin because Maurice, he didn't let you have it many a times, but because he's your friend, you let it slide.
He
Like,
didn't
get
let
out of
her
here.
have it, and Maurice done said enough stuff to Paige to return the favor for on her behalf. I
Hmm.
mean, get out of here. Woo.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I got excited. I got carried away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, little baby. Little Zach Panetta in
Pause
there.
it.
Okay, I can't.
I'm gonna speak for myself because I know you love this
You
couple,
don't know
but
what I'm going. You
I
don't know what I'm going to think.
well, I'm just
Maybe you're speaking
assuming,
for me too.
which I shouldn't do. Okay, but I can do without these scenes. Every scene that I see in Sisters, that Ouija board is in the back, and when it pans onto them, it starts off with a little board, and they're sitting in the kitchen. You know how the Golden Girls in every scene they sitting in the kitchen when they about to have a conversation. This is so freaking annoying. It's like Zach never goes to work. Fatima's dressed for work, and they are sitting there trying to get to the bottom of this murder mystery. Who shot John or who stabbed Gary? It's so freaking annoying, and their scenes serve no purpose on Sisters anymore. To me,
Yeah, yeah. They seem to be this season in particular. There doesn't seem to be much going on with them.
nothing. I mean, Jesus, yeah, she's
Pam is way
finally
more
pregnant.
consequential this season.
Say it again.
Pam is way more consequential this season than Fatima is.
Yeah, Jesus, like I'm like, what is going on? I mean, I know they you gotta collect two checks, one from Zatima and one from Sisters, but Jesus, I mean, you just, I know everybody loves the couple, but their scenes, their storylines are so boring on Sisters. That's it.
He's Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Tima.
Hey, what's up, sis? You good?
Nah, I think I just.
What you mean?
So Danny, so Danny is going through something, and she picked up the phone and calls Fatima. Like, how do
Calls
we
freaking Fatima.
how do we get here? Shouldn't there be more of a storyline that got us there? There was just no
Zero
there is
sense.
no part of the storyline that justifies this situation happening.
Nothing. What?
How
I
should we?
mean,
This is ridiculous.
I don't understand. Like, and I mean, if we want to say Danny doesn't want the sisters to know about it, so she's gonna tell.
Danny, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to twist it and see if I can make sense of it, and I can't. This
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Any sense.
Let's hear the call. Maybe
Nope.
it'll make sense at the end.
Mm.
No, I've been trying to be kumbaya, Danny.
Yeah, I mean, you.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that?
Huh?
She's
I
talking to
didn't see.
Danny. She's talking to Danny, and Zach standing right there trying to figure out what's going on, and she hushes him up and presses the button to put it on speaker, so that
Oh yeah.
so now she's
Hmm.
talking to Danny, but yet Zach's in on the conversation. And of course, she ain't mentioned it. This is happening. That's I'm not Fatima. That was a little shady right there. Look at this.
Okay, Danny, just take a beat, okay, and try to finish your workday. I'll check on you later, okay?
Thanks, girl.
So yeah, the only reason to call Fatima is just to tell her. She just wanted Fatima to know what just happened to her. There is no logic in that.
No, zero.
There is none. Who else could she have called? She could have called Maurice. Why not? She could have called Pam. She could have called Karen's mama. I mean, none of those things would have made more sense. It would have been just as ridiculous. The only thing that would have made less sense would be for maybe her to call Paige. Like that would have been more ridiculous than calling Fatima.
Maybe even cross paths before.
Before you even got started.
Shit.
Missed call from Gary.
What?
Yeah. Bitch has to leave me a voicemail. Hold up.
Wait. What is with people on this show and the speakerphone? But he hates her right now, right? Aren't they fighting? Aren't they wondering whether or not they are enemies from one another? You don't know what Gary wants, and yet you're just going to play instead of listening to it, you play it on speaker, and now she's leaning in. Like you all just became one after you're in the middle of an argument, and then you're in the argument that you're in the middle of is about this dude, and you all come together over this a second later. This is not logical. This is not logical at all.
Pause it.
Have some bad.
Not that it freaking matters, but they're not even supposed to be talking right now, right? For optics, whatever he has to say, couldn't it wait till they get off work and she gets home, or maybe it's something vital that he needs to say right now. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know. He did say I got some bad news. Um,
Yeah.
but again, it's a Tyler Perry production, so that don't mean nothing.
Hmm.
Bad news.
They fired me?
No. You haven't been fired, okay? Well, at least not yet. But you have been cut from the leadership training initiative.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I was about to say this is about to set Jeff off, but I think that either reaction is going to could potentially
No,
set Jeff off.
set me off?
Could possibly set you off.
Why would it set me up? I was gonna say that's a good thing, and she seems to agree because I was gonna say this is a good thing. She
You're
didn't
right.
need the
Well, I mean,
stress.
I not her being cut, but her reaction. So, like, if her reaction was that she was pissed, I can see you being set off. Like, you didn't want this in the first place. Like, I could just see you being annoyed by it.
Yeah, yeah.
Her reaction might be along the line of what is acceptable to you.
Mhm.
Just get my weekends back before I lost them. I just said it was bad news.
Danny, you're not off the hook yet. HR said there could be additional repercussions. So what's up?
Nothing. You can tell Tima I'm good. I didn't lose my job. They just kicked me out of that leadership program.
Oh, you don't want to be in that program anyway, right?
Hell no. Let Lee Nerd have it since he had to snitch to get it. Shit.
Pause it.
So you in the clear?
As far as the leadership program, I think Danny's putting on a front when she's going like, "Oh, I really didn't want it anyway," you know, because life was good. It was gravy having her man fight for her. She gets to be in a leadership program and not really have to do anything. So I call BS when she's just like, oh, I'm relieved. I get my weekends back. I really didn't want. I think Danny, she saw, she saw, she saw something in herself. I think that's why she was doing the leadership program. I think she felt that she could actually do it. That's why she was doing it, right? I think for a short span of time, Danny was kind of excited to be in the leadership program. That's what I think.
Yeah, I
And she's
think
putting
that,
on the
yeah,
front.
challenging herself. Yeah, yeah.
And I think she's putting on the front right now by saying like, "Oh, Jesus, classic Danny. Let me joke about it. I really didn't want it anyway." That's like when somebody get fired from work, and they can keep that little job. They can keep that little job. I make that in a day. I
Yeah.
make that check in a day. That's it.
I mean, I don't know. Tony said that there might be additional repercussions.
They ain't stupid. You the best thing that ever happened to Higher Airline. They be crazy to fire
I'm
you.
saying no.
I'm saying.
Okay, we ain't both gotta be out here lying like that.
All right, that position is decent for the baby.
Oh,
All right. It wasn't quite as
okay.
provocative as the Zach and Fatima scene back in the day, that shower scene. You remember that?
Why are we bringing up old stuff? Like,
I'm
okay,
making a comparison to that. Was shocking to people. Like people were freaking out about that scene.
they were.
Yeah, it was a famous scene, and people were like, "Oh my god!" Like I can't believe that scene.
Is it? Is Karen due like this month?
Yeah, I think she's doing it any moment
Like, good.
because she they thought that she was in labor 2 episodes ago, and it wasn't like, oh my god, this is too early, like this is a scary situation. It was just like, okay, well, this is a little early, but they weren't gonna try to stop it. I don't think. Like it wasn't a 911 situation. It was just like she's in labor.
All right. I just, in my mind, I was just assuming that she wouldn't be in the mood to do that,
Hey,
especially at this stage. But what do I know?
some women are different. Some women are ready to go right up into the point of the baby making its way out.
I see.
And then had the nerve to call me RuPaul.
I know that thing dick.
I'll get over this really, really quickly. But the term "red for filth" just annoys the crap out of me for some reason. I don't know why. Just whenever I hear it said, I just get mad. I just get really, really annoyed. That's all.
Did you ever love me?
I cared for you.
Damn.
Wow.
Wait, what?
And
What,
then
Jeff?
holds her
This
hand.
happened.
And then,
I care for you.
and I look at the fact that he holds her freaking hand to make it easy on her. I'm still here for you. You wasted my freaking time.
She
This, I mean, this
certainly,
solidif
she certainly did not like behave like a woman who was just fond of him. She was trying to make him believe she was just head over heels.
Yeah.
I gotta see that again.
Did you ever love me?
He ain't even got out, and that's not gonna be him. So how the hell did this happen without them passing each other? Oh,
Is that any way to treat an old friend?
you're not gonna stop it.
So no, were you?
Well, I mean, Fatima did barge into something like house without your permission. I just figured you would have something to say about it.
For one, that's not Tamara's house for one.
It's still somebody. It's
And
not
when you
hers.
said, "Oh Jesus, let it go,"
Okay.
you made a comment. You made a comment that Fatima had to cross Hayden's path, but I think Fatima was waiting for him to leave because she has proof that Hayden had something to do with Gary's death. So, which makes me to believe she didn't want to talk to Hayden, just Tamara. That's what I
Yeah, but
think.
I'm saying that like in the realistic time frame, he didn't even have time to get in his car and drive off. He walked out the door, and the next
Yeah,
thing you know, it was ringing. That's all.
I don't know. It was the next cut scene. Yeah, and Fatima got too
Well,
much
I
time
mean,
on her
I am
hands for
shocked
that.
though because I would expect you to start yelling. This is where I expected Jeffrey Jordan rant to take place
About
Fatima,
what? But
about
that's
Fatima
that's
going
the
to
stuff
somebody
you
else's
like.
house and just barging in, basically.
No, I kind of let it go because anything is better than seeing them sit at that house, you know. So I'll take this because anything's better than seeing them in Zach's little field trip to the airport to see Danny all of 5 minutes just to get up and leave.
Yeah, yeah. And
Like
since he don't work
like
there
that was.
anymore, since he doesn't work there anymore, I go right back to how the hell did he get through TSA? How did he do it?
I just thought about it. Yeah, 'cause you can't get to that part of the airport
Yeah.
because that was the freaking stations where your luggage checked in, you got your carry on. Yeah, you are right. You can't
You can't just walk up to there to the
you
gate.
can't walk and let's just assume that yeah, he's got the hookup because he used to work there, but he wasn't a bit. They don't give a damn about that. You just can't walk in. Even employees just can't walk past willy nilly
Yeah.
without being passing through TSA.
Yeah, it's in Tyler Perry land. TSA is on strike. They have been. I think that Trump
Eh,
signed an executive order in Tyler Perry land to just demolish the TSA. So those rules no longer apply. You just come and go as you damn well please in Tyler Perry land.
You want me your pillows fluffed?
I think they're fluffed enough.
Okay. Sponge bath?
Maybe after.
Okay. After what?
Um, I think you know.
Oh.
Jesus.
Erica.
What just happened? What the hell? What kind of hospital? And I don't know if you spend much time in hospitals, but people come in and out of them rooms constantly. She just looked around as though whatever the situation is right now is still going to be the same situation in 60 seconds. It's not.
She didn't bat an eye.
She
I'm
didn't
just like,
she didn't get offended. She didn't. No, it's just like, oh, okay, this is what I'm.
and needless to say, Gary's been there sweating, sweaty balls, been
Oh
there
yeah,
sweating all night, handcuffed, you know, bedpan peeing, like,
absolutely. If there's going to be a sponge bath, it should have happened first.
ugh.
And I will say this: if he's going to get a sponge bath, if she's going to be the one to do it, that is a situation where you can put something on the door to make people not come in. So, like, you could that's a situation where you could have even created the situation so nobody walked in. But no, she. Where is what's his dude's name who signed his power of attorney? What's his name?
I forgot his name. I forgot his name.
Even him walking in and out right now would be realistic.
Jesus.
That's crazy. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Gary's back.
Yeah, he is back.
That's what my friend Pam said earlier, but somehow she got my egg journey mixed up with her breakfast order. I don't know.
Oh my God, I would literally never do that. It's mostly because I'm a vegan and I think that eating eggs is murderous.
Wait, I thought you were from a small southern town.
All right, let's not comment on her being a vegan, but this is just, she just talked about calling Pam. It just reminds me that we're in a situation in Tyler Perry land where these strange things are happening, these connections. People are calling people that they got no connection to. It's the craziest thing. So
Well, no. Go ahead.
we had Sabrina calling, talking to Pam about something that is irrelevant to their relationship. You have
Business plan.
right, but that's not what she called. She ended up talking to her about the sperm donor. That's what.
Oh,
That's what
that's right. That's right. That's
right.
okay.
And then you have Maurice calling Pam. Now I do remember that they met and they, kind of kikied a little bit and got along, but I haven't seen the budding of their relationship where they would be on the phone like that. And then you have Danny calling Fatima. Like, you just have these new things being formed in such a short period of time. Clearly, I guess that's the writers forcing relationships that hopefully are going to grow. Because if these are just one-offs, it really makes it stupid for us to have to sit there and listen to these things happen. Anyway, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Were you about to say something?
No, no, I agree. I agree. That's it.
On my time off from the bank, I went to visit my family. And I was hanging out with my favorite cousin. And she told me that she had fibroid tumors. So she had to
All
get a
right,
new.
so like that, do you find this weird that she's talking to her about this? She don't know this woman. She just started having a civil conversation with this woman, and already she's talking about the sperm donor for her egg. That's ridiculous.
Heck, she told Pam too, but
But at
Pam
least
let her
she
know
has
like
some relationship with Pam. This is a woman that she works with and hates.
I keep remembering Pam's response is like I muted the phone because I didn't want to hear this.
Right? I don't even want to be involved. I wish I hadn't even. Pam didn't want to be in that conversation at all.
No, she let her know.
She let her know quick.
You do. I had dumped coffee on a coworker's head. Danny.
I know you and Rich ain't had sex since you had your eggs evacuated.
Harvested. I asked you to keep an eye on her. You were supposed to make sure she was relaxed.
She looks pretty relaxed to me. Who the hell is your sister? Penelope lost everything because of you. You killed her baby.
Oi, I love that teaser.
Yeah, yeah. More people coming forward, more suspects, more of man, this really is, as I said at the beginning of the season, this is a who shot JR moment. This is the way that show Dallas did. They just had a whole season where you had all of these suspects, and every time you thought you figured out who it was, then you find out somebody else had. Everybody had a motive to shoot JR. Everybody.
Uh, in this situation, it's just like if we got the wrong people searching, it's like it's Fatima at freaking Hayden's house, and I'm thinking she's got some concrete evidence. She said, "Oh, but motive. I got you. Got. I can prove you had mo." Like, get out of here. I thought she had some concrete evidence. And she's talking about motive. I'm so sick of this. Freaking Gary isn't even dead anymore. So like, let the police and detectives deal with this crap. You know.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you think's What do you think's gonna happen with Sabrina and Rich?
I have no idea. They didn't even touch it. This episode. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I needed a break from that, but it seems like they're about to have a conversation. Um, I don't know. I get maybe he's gonna be okay with her using someone else's sperm. That maybe Rich is gonna be okay with that. That's what it seems to me. That's what I think is gonna happen because he has no choice because she really wants kids. Time is of the essence because she just mentioned that she's 30 something, 35.
In that
you know.
situation, though, like if I put myself in his situation, I would prefer it be a complete stranger versus somebody that she knows,
Yeah.
because then there's just no tie. Like he don't even know that a baby has been made. Like
So
this dude
in
is
this
power.
situation where she's already she's already got this set up with what was his name, Imani, or something like that. She's already paid this money and got it done. Would you still feel that way? Like, listen, I don't want you to use I don't want you to use this guy's sperm that you already had set up
Hmm.
when I said I was out. It's not like she went and did it while they were together.
And that's not even the
She got
typical way to do it. That's not even the typical way to do it. Most people don't bring the sperm donor. Most people shop out of a catalog.
Yeah, yeah, but maybe it was cheaper this way since he
Maybe,
donated his, because like you
maybe.
should, because you have to pay for that. Somebody said they went to Harvard and all this good stuff. You usually have to pay for that, so she didn't have to pay for that because he donated his sperm. So,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, he's got his little medical records. With Danny, so it seems like she's suspended without pay.
Mhm.
We know that she doesn't have no nest egg or nothing. So is she gonna be moving in with Zach for a
If she
while?
is,
Because
she's an
Fatima
idiot.
doesn't know about this.
You can't have a friend like Danny who's that dumb, and then you be in that situation and not grab some money from him. You gotta. I'm sorry, you can't be Danny with a friend like Andy that's that dumb, and not be able to grab some money from her when you need it. If I were
That's
Danny,
true.
I would be right in my apartment. I don't know how to. I mean, what is she gonna have 6 months? She's not gonna have that long. So I mean, she needs maybe a month's rent and a few extra $100 to deal with stuff. A couple extra, a month's rent and $1,000 should do her. I can't imagine the suspension is gonna be that long. She ain't gonna. She might miss one check.
So you think that it's just gonna be a suspension, and she should be thinking like, I'm gonna get my job back, and not thinking that I need to do some job interviews.
Yeah, because
That's what
suspension
I would be
means
thinking.
you're just usually suspension is an allotted period of time. You're not losing your job unless it's an
Yeah,
investigation
suspended,
and you're
but
suspended during the investigation. That's different.
my thing is, why is she being suspended and not Tony? Or if he is going to be suspended, he should have been suspended first, and the news shouldn't have been coming from him unless he just happened to find out about it and told her.
Wait, so what are you thinking she's suspended for?
I don't know, but they're receiving gifts from the nasty manager. Like I don't understand, like what, why. I don't understand why she's being suspended.
I would think she's been suspended because of the incident that they walked up on where she threw that
Oh
coffee
crap!
on.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that. She threw coffee on the guy. I
Yeah,
forgot about
if
that.
that's why she's being suspended, then it would make sense for him to be the one to tell her because he's her direct supervisor. That's a different investigation that's going on. So that part right there makes sense.
Okay, okay, okay. I forgot about that. So yeah, so they got two situations: them dating, and the immediate thing that she just did was throw coffee on that young guy.
Yeah, she couldn't even control
Yeah,
herself, knowing that she's in a situation where controlling yourself is very necessary, ma'am. You got to control yourself right now.
necessary. You know how bad that looks when somebody says, "Wait a minute, isn't this a woman that you put in the mentor program?"
Yeah,
And he's gonna be looking like, yes, I did it, boss. Yeah,
right, right.
that's crazy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He deserves everything he gets
Yep.
because he deserves everything he gets. That's crazy. Andy, super annoying this episode. Back and forth, stringing this guy along, Jordan. But you know what? I have no sympathy for Jordan because he went along for the ride. He was down for the ride.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. What
All
you
right,
rate the
everybody.
episode?
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed this. Our rating. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna get. I'm gonna take off points because I hated Zach and Fatima's scenes. I hated their scenes, so I'm gonna give this a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 because I thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot of good content. It's just Zach and Fatima scenes brought it down for me. They didn't do anything wrong, just boring scenes, them sitting around. But everybody had some good stuff. We had a breakthrough with Paige and Maurice, Sabrina spilling the beans, telling everybody about her personal business, good gossip. Uh, Karen, Karen with what's his name? Her new man. I keep forgetting his name. The bald
Oh,
head guy.
Aaron.
Aaron. She's in love. She seems to be finding herself. I hope she's in love. This is gonna be cool. Yeah, 9. I give it a 9. That's all I got.
Nice. All right. We will see you all next time. Anything you want to tell them before we go?
No, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right. See you,
Later.
everybody.